that's one of the ways that GP surgeons do the testing, which are designed to look at different areas.
They can help with the routines, such as getting people out of bed, reminding them that it's time to get up. I mean, carers said to us what they don't want to do is spend their life nagging. Actually, dogs are pretty good at nagging. And so in terms of just helping people to get up, to make sure they're drinking water regularly, we can build those routines and build the dog's support into those routines. Part of it is also training the dogs to alert to sound alarms, which will trigger in the dog to remind the dog to bring something to the person. So it could be a medical bag, it could be, as I say, a bottle of water to remind people to hydrate.
The idea that, to specialise in gardens for people with dementia came from my nan, who had dementia, and I went to visit her in a care home and took her out into the garden, and the garden really wasn't appropriate for people with dementia, although the care home was for people with dementia. The seating was quite poor. There was one path that led you straight along the garden and to a gate at the end, and we watched one lady just walk round and round and every time sort of tried to get out of the gate. So I sort of thought from there must be an ideal design for people with dementia, and there has actually been lots of research.
We get your blood pressure first, we get an accurate measure of your blood pressure, and then we go through with your mean arterial pressure as measured there at pulse waves. And you can see on the screen right now we're gathering that pulse wave data from Randall here. That pulse wave data is the pre-occlusion, and then we do an occlusion where we clamp down at 130% of systolic pressure. That stops all blood flow to the rest of your arm temporarily, and then we release that. You'll get a little tingling in your fingertips before the release, and that shear stress of the blood flow returning to the arm should mechanically stimulate the endothelial cells to release nitric oxide through mechanotransduction. That nitric oxide gets absorbed by the smooth muscles that line the vessel wall, and that relaxes those muscles, and then you should have amount of dilation of the brachial artery. The more dilation, the healthier your arteries.
So far, this is the first version